Paul Estes, and I thought I'd do a video today, see how it goes. I got mostly everything I needed to get done. I don't know how long this live stream is, but I figured I did have a topic this time. I need to share it out. I am curious. The reason there is a topic is I want to try to understand more about this subject or topic. I'm not an expert on all the military or planes or objects in the sky. I don't really think anybody knows everything about it. But in the whole UFO subject, I figure there's tons of people that have stories. There's people that have seen things which could be identified. I know people are seeing things. So I just want to understand it a little more. And if you have a story, you're more than happy to come up on panel. And I will be more than happy to let you up here and tell your story. I've always wanted to see something. Now, I never have. But I would like to know what your story is.
Always wanted to see something. Now, I never have.
What happened here? I don't know how that happened, but somehow it took me to Google and I didn't push any buttons. Paste. Well, I'm trying to pin the comment up here. As soon as it comes up. Okay, the message is pinned. Now I just have to share it out and see who all comes in. Okay, I did share it out. Let's see who shows up. I'm in no hurry. I actually got a little time because I got mostly everything done. Now, the rest of the month, I will be busy Mondays and Fridays, so I will not be able to do anything on that day. I hope you can hear and see me okay. I will make sure the volume and everything is up. And I welcome all new people in, all new people, all people in between, whether you've been with me from day one or this is your first time here. If you have a story, you want something you want to say, I want your stories. I want to understand, believe it. Now, I've seen something, but because now I said I have seen stuff, but I can't guarantee they were what you could say UFOs because I am no expert on anything, on everything out there in the sky. So it could or could not have been. Just because you can't identify it, I don't believe it could be a UFO, but I believe people are seeing stuff. Now, if anybody has any stories, knows anything, please like, share, comment, share out, comment, subscribe. I would like to have this as an ongoing topic on my channel. If you have any stories, don't be afraid to contact me. I want this an open forum for anybody that thinks they've seen something, experienced anything, ran into any lights, aliens, etc., etc. I want to know your stories. Probably should share it out in more than one place. That might help. Figure the picture was appropriate for today. Share it out to more than one place. Hey, MCAT, how you doing? Well, you know what's up if you read the description there, Carl. I just want to have an honest, open discussion about this, and if people have stories, I will let them on panel. More than happy to hear them. No judgment either way. But I haven't been to a lot of places other people have been. I haven't gone through what other people have been. Oh, you're going through Nevada? How is it out there, MCAT? Hope the weather's good. All right. Let me try this again. Yeah, I'm trying to get different topics. Try to get people's interests. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Hope you're doing okay, Carl. Trying to finish sharing it out. Finish sharing it out. Get right back to you. I think this is a pretty good question, good topic. I'm just curious what other everybody's stories are. Trying to share it out to as many people as I can. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I understand that too. I mainly want to understand because I've really never run into anything. I've never really seen anything. And I know definitely people are seeing things out there. I've not traveled to a lot of places other people have. And I really want to hear the stories. If you've had a encounter, so to speak, even if it's just something you saw in the sky for a short time. Hold on, I gotta take care of something real quick. Hello, Crazy Cub. Thank you. Appreciate everyone coming in. Please share it out to as many people as possible. And if you know someone that has a story, please invite them in. They're always welcome on panel, and they'd love to hear their story, no matter what it is or how outrageous or how minute it is. Everybody, I want everybody to have an equal voice here. No judgment. Yeah, I understand you, Carl. Carl, I thought you had a doctor's appointment today. Like I said, I wanted to keep this an ongoing topic off and on my channel because I know there's 1,000,001 stories out there. Oh, not till 2. Well, like I said, on Monday and Fridays, I'm going to be having stuff to do, so I will not be able to do any videos on Mondays or Fridays for the rest of the month at least, and at least 1 week in March. I do thank you for the 4. May not see all the comments right, but I'm going to try. If the glasses are not exactly what I want them to be, and I can't even see the eye doctor till the end of the month, so I'm doing the best I can right now. Well, I just hope everything goes well for you at the doctor, Sling. All questions, comments, everything is more than welcome. And please, mods, keep aware. You never know who's coming in and who's coming out. See, we're down to 2. That's okay. I'm going to go for a little while. See what I can do, how many people I can get in. Get enough people. I would like to keep this an ongoing subject or topic. I might even have stories that were told to me that are on my channel that'll be recorded. Oh, I'm hoping that never happens, MCAT. I don't want anything like that to happen to anybody. I had a joke there, but I will not say it on the live. And yes, it does have to do with anal probe, but I'm not going to say it on the live.
No, that would not be good.
Not be good or appropriate. Now, I'm mainly looking for stories. Now, I prefer for them to be true, but they don't have to be. I just like hearing stories about it. I thought MCAT would be a good idea. good person to ask about this since he's been on the road a lot. Maybe he's seen something. Now I have somebody that said they'll be up here in a little bit. I know they have at least one story, but we're trying to get them up here. I'm sure there's a million other people that have stories. I always thought it was a fascinating topic. Whether I believed it or disbelieved it, my thoughts or opinions aren't needed because I just wanted to know. Do you believe? Do you not believe? Why? No judgment either way. Trying to broaden stuff on my channel. Trying to get different topics. That way I won't go on all the time until I can come up with something. Okay, well, I was just curious, MCAT. You're on the road all the time, so I think you'd have probably the best chance, especially going through the states you go through, of maybe seeing something, maybe not seeing something, maybe or maybe not having an encounter. You never know if we've seen something who hasn't, or who has a story. I'm glad you haven't, MCAT. Now, would you ever want anything like that? Would you ever want some type of encounter? I think it'd be neat to go through it just once, just to say I've been through it. Because I've heard of viewpoints on every side of the story for people that don't believe, people that 1,000% believe, people, even if nothing's happened to them, they still believe, and people that stuff happened to, they still won't believe it. So I've seen every spectrum of the field, or haven't seen, have heard. Thank you for the 5. And that's part of the reason I changed the avatar, just for the subject. See, that's one thing I've never seen either. I've never seen a shooting star, MCAT. I've always wanted to. I've never seen the Northern Lights. Always wanted to. Never seen a meteorite or asteroid. There's plenty of times I've spent outside all night, and I've never seen anything. Maybe it's just don't happen up here, or I'm out just in the wrong spot. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking of keeping this one because I do kind of like it. I just found it like an hour before I went on, probably a half hour before I went on. I kept trying to get it. No matter how I shot the picture, there kept getting to be a glare on it. And I finally got one after the 10th picture that didn't have a glare. No matter how I put it, the light was always reflecting or glaring off the picture. So I'm hoping this one will be okay. Now I just gotta, I might even change that eventually, but I'm not sure yet. I have not uploaded any of the pictures. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people, MCAT, the Northern Lights. I've always wanted to see them just once. So I'll be uploading pictures to my new Facebook so I can use them in case I want to change my profile picture. But I figure if this is going to give you an ongoing subject, they get enough people watching it, I might just change my profile picture, avatar, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, when was the last time you saw the Northern Lights, MCAT? And from time to time, I might change my background picture and my avatar just to make it different, but it's still me. I like changing pictures all the time. While I'm at it, I probably could go on my Facebook, upload those pictures now. Well, I have a second. Okay, that one I could care less about. And we see we got our first troll. I must be getting somebody's attention because we have our first troll. Thank you. I appreciate it, Sling. Oh, okay. See, I've never even been to Montana, so I hear it's easier. Is it really true about Montana, MCAT, where there's hundreds of miles in between even small towns? Okay, cool. I've heard rumor that there are hundreds of miles between towns, even the small ones in Montana, but I wouldn't know because I've never been there.
Place to do a U-turn.
Idiot!
And welcome in, Carl.
The Cadillac next to it like that.
What's
Hello,
up?
Ashley.
Hi. Stupid
I had it.
Cadillac. Cadillac.
No,
I
I
heard that.
had to come up because trying to type and riding the car just don't mix.
I know.
I started to go.
I'll put it this way: I can hear Ashley better than I can hear you.
Well, yeah, but she's loud
When am I ever allowed to?
all the time.
When I tell you to do something and you don't do it?
Okay. No. All right. Now, so anyways, on topic. Now, I never got to see the Northern Lights. I've been to Alaska, but when I went, we were in the 24-hour daylight time, so I didn't get to see the Northern Lights when I was there.
Tomorrow we need to get our allergy shots.
Don't worry about it. And so, anyways, but now, as far as seeing it's like aliens or extraterrestrial. ETs. So I don't know. I mean, I've seen things fly, but unless you got something to show, that the app that shows, okay, all right, it's that this satellite's going over you now, or the space station's going over you now. It's kind of hard to tell, because they all glow.
Hey, Randy.
But I don't know. I do think there's possibility of something intelligent, beings out there. Because I mean, this is a bad. And if you really think about the, you know, the size and of the universe, the galaxy, and the universe. I mean, there's so much stuff out there that we don't even know that exists because we can't get that far to explore it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I
Thank
don't know.
you, Cat.
Honestly, I think do I think they come near? I'm going to say yeah. I think they do because they're learning. They got the way technology to travel farther and faster than we do, and I think they do come here. They want to learn. They might be very intelligent, but they still got things to learn, and they want to know what we are, how
Oh
how
man,
we
I
were,
should have something for my headache.
and stuff. So I mean, I don't know.
I need to get some Advil.
Oh,
Okay, let me reword it, Carl. Do you
Mhm.
believe that they UFOs, aliens, whatever? Do you think they could exist?
could they exist? I mean, yes, I think so. And I think really that yes, I know I'll probably get a lot of jokes and flack about. Yes, I do think the Roswell incident was a UFO, and the government did try to cover it up. One, because it was so they don't want it to they didn't want a panic among the people. Yeah, I think it was. I think there was a actual did crash in Roswell. Do I think that the Area 51 is the aliens? Yeah, because I think I think a lot of our technology, our secret technology, it comes from the extraterrestrial. Seriously, I think that's the one thing that, and I know I'm really going to get jokes, and I'm really going to get some flack about this, is that the movie The Men in Black got right. Yes, I think we do get some of our technology from or aliens.
All right.
Okay, well, you may agree or disagree with me, but in my opinion, there may have been something in Area 51, but because everybody knows about it, if there was something there, it was moved a long time ago. And if you want to disagree, that's fine. It's just an open judgment, whatever you think about it.
I mean, there is something there, but whether they moved it, I don't know. I don't think they moved it because one, even though yes, we know that it could be there, but here's the thing though, it is so secretive. You cannot get anywhere within so many feet of that fence, or they're on top of you. I mean, heck, a covert plane that flies from the airport taking employees to Area 51. And my dad has seen that plane take off too. By the way, he was at the airport when it took off. Yes, I think they probably had something, or they still do have something there, because I mean,
okay, Randy.
One of the most secretive places. Oh, hey, Randy.
I just think that how secret can be if everybody knows about it?
But no, now here's the thing, though.
Yeah, MCAT, I'm kind of thinking the same thing.
No, I don't know. No. Because
We need to learn from us.
Carl, give me a headache.
So, anyways, I don't know. No, because there was a actual, there was a colonel that was at the Roswell crash, and he admitted it. It was a UFO, but then the government came back and get him to retract it, saying, "Oh, it was a weather balloon." All right. So, and then they took. But here's the thing, though. That colonel took pieces of the crash.
Hey, Von D, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
I think So I don't know. I think, like I said, and the thing you said something about how if here's the thing though. Do you know what the government relies on so much of to cover classified secret stuff like that? Do you know what they rely on a lot of? Conspiracy theories. That's what they rely on because that helps make it to where people wonder, oh, maybe it isn't true. Maybe it is true. Maybe it's not true. It could be true. I don't know. So I mean that's the thing though. They rely on the conspiracy theorists to help cover up basically classified information like that.
Well, I also believe that some conspiracy theories have the possibility or are true and some aren't. It's for up to us to decide which ones are and which ones aren't.
True. Yeah.
And after the whole Roswell, then you started hearing about Men in Black and all this stuff. What I've heard the most stories or read the most about is all the UFOs either around the White House or around military installations, including missile silos, nuclear places, etc.
Yeah. Now, there is one thing though. I mean, that's one thing that we did get good on is that they declassified all UFO incidents as far as the government's concerned. They declassified it all. They let it go and become public knowledge, except for probably the possibility of the stuff that is at Roswell, but at 51. Now, what they declassified mostly was the videos, the sightings, that the government has had of of the UFOs. So.
I can agree with you too, MCAT. I mean, I'm trying to look at it from all sides of both skeptic and believer side. I'm trying to look at it somewhere in the middle to try to understand it a little more. So I'm kind of looking at everybody's perspective.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. To me, I mean, I think there could be possibility of stuff out there. Now,
no, if there is something in Area 51, I can agree with MCAT. It's so well hidden, there nobody will ever get near it. Even if whether it's underground or not, like you said, with it so full of military, this, that, whatever, where you can't get anywhere near the property. If there is something there, nobody's going to get anywhere near it.
No, because I mean, you cross that gate and you get on that land of at 51. They're the type to shoot first and then ask you, what the hell are you doing here?
If you're still around. Shoot first, ask questions if you're still alive.
Oh.
But Vaughn, we welcome anything you have to say too. It's an open topic just to see what everybody has to say about it. Yeah, exactly, Randy. You'll be shot.
If it's not, here's the thing. If it's not at 51, chances of if they did move it, they probably moved it to what is it? Dreamland? I think it's Dreamland or Fantasyland. Might have been Dreamland. Yes, I think it might be Dreamland. Dreamland's above north of Area 51. So that's another well classified spot. That's one thing though. They do not acknowledge Dreamland, but it's out there. They know it's out there. They're trying to keep Dreamland a lot more secretive than Area 51. Used to nobody knew about what 51, about 51, but it just got so out there that the government had no choice but to say, okay, this is a military base.
Yeah, and if you do listen to anything by George Knapp, Bob Lazar, or George Norrie, or any of those, there's also rumor, questionable, I don't know how for sure it is, but there is rumor they're keeping something in Skinwalker Ranch too, right near inside of it.
Okay, Walker, I do not think there is. Okay, now here's the thing though. If you go next door to Walker Ranch, um, which is, they call it Blind Frog Ranch, and
Had
that,
some weird shit happen there.
now yeah, there
They
is a
had
show.
this
Okay,
dude that was
hold on. Do have this, there is a TV show about the Blind Frog Ranch. They're going after the gold there, but um, here's the thing though, they do have markings from the Aztecs there as well. Plus, they have other markings. So if you look at back in some of the old um,
Well, that could be true too, MCAT.
uh, you know,
Yeah, and the other thing that we don't know every military craft that the government is working on either.
no, and that's like he says, all that stuff is done at 51. I mean that's where they tested the B2 wing was at Area 51.
Didn't they also test the stealth fighter?
Yes, yes. Even the stealth fighter, the B2, pretty much all those more classified planes like the SR-71s and stuff like that. They
Yeah,
all
thank you, MCAT. Operation Paperclip. That's the stuff I was trying to get into. Yep. Project Aurora, all these other ones.
well, yes, because Hitler had Hitler had a very strong feeling of the extraterrestrial. I mean, he actually built things to try to home onto the spacecraft of the aliens and try to get them to come. I mean, he wanted to try to get them. Yeah, there was a lot of Germans that were building scientists working on that. I know.
Yeah, and if you believe any of the stories out there, you'll also believe that Hitler was working with some occultists too.
Oh yes, very much so. But yes, very much so. I mean, what it was is he wanted it because they had the technology, higher technology. He believed that they had such great technology and vast knowledge, and he wanted that. He wanted it for himself so he could have it. He could have that knowledge, and so the German could have the technology for the military and stuff. So whether they got in contact with anything, that's hard to say.
Yeah, S4, I don't know much about. Maybe you could talk a little bit more about that too, MCAT. No, I have heard of S4, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm still relatively new to this, and I'm trying to understand it.
S4. That S4 is that one of them skunk he called skunk works, skunk operations.
That one I'm not sure. That's one of the few ones I haven't heard.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it's up for subject to verification or subject to everybody's individual opinion. So I just wanted an open topic, no judgment thing on it. Just see what everybody had to say. Trying something new and different, see where it goes.
All right, look, let's do it this way. Let's put it this way about the aliens, okay? People are going to say, well, we don't know until we get the proof they're out there and stuff like that. But like you said, it's all of everybody's opinion, what they think about it. Same goes with the paranormal. All right, the paranormal is the same way as dealing with the aliens. All right, we have a lot of proof out there. Not proof, but a lot of evidence about spirits, ghosts, demons, whatever. But again, that's the same thing as each individual's opinion on how they perceive that evidence
Clear your throat.
and how they
I have an appointment on at 9 o'clock, honey, on
when
the 23rd.
okay. We'll just have to change it then.
I'm not changing my doctor's 3-year appointment. We'll have to change the other
Do
thing.
you mind? No.
I'm not changing my bipolar.
Again,
appointment.
why don't you just tell everybody you got bipolar?
I don't really give a care.
I can tell. I'm saying we can change Walters and them. See, that's what happens when you blow up.
I believe that, MCAT. And if we're really going to talk about the whole, really get deep in the UFO and alien thing, what does everybody think about the whole animal mutilations? We really want to get deep into it.
Yeah, you're talking about possibility of like the Skinwalker Ranch and stuff like that. Oh,
Well, there's always been rumor it had to do with sightings of UFOs or aliens or something else. So I'm just curious what everybody's thoughts or opinions are about it.
right. I don't know. I wonder if there is such thing. I mean, I don't know. I I guess they're learned. Why would they? I don't understand why they would want to mutilate an animal. If anything, I would say they would probably want
Suck the blood out of them and everything.
I would keep the whole animal so they can learn it instead of just cutting it and just draining it.
Yeah, well, if you're really gonna look at animal mutilation, you got to look at the other side of it too. You got to go into the cryptozoology field of it. Maybe there's something unknown out there killing animals.
Yeah, that's what they think. Possibility of the chupacabra to the wolf to Dogman doing it, or to even all the way up to where the Skinwalker Ranch is.
And there's hybrids and breeds of crossbreeds of just about every animal out there.
Pretty much, yes. So I mean, yeah, it's amazing. Really, aliens and the paranormal, or even all of that, they really kind of go hand in hand because there's just it's not normal to us.
But then you can also go in the aspect, Carl, of if you're really looking at animals, you can look at animals that are rabid. You can look at ones with mange.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of the chupacabra sightings, they think that possibility, but they thought were chupacabras, but they're actually dogs with mange.
That's
The
a lot of
first
people that ruined my car that day.
Broom Lake. It's not in Area 51, but it's a separate facility. It's rumored that that's where anything is and everything is, and then the San Antonio Area 51 to confuse everyone. Yeah, that's like I said. They have the Area 51, but they also have Broom Lake. But I think it's Dreamland. That's up there more in the mountain areas. Really. So
I've just always had a little fascination with it, but I've never really seen anything. So,
yeah,
the building.
It's an interesting topic, really. I mean,
okay, I'm Kat. Sorry if I missed all the comments. I'm just grabbing some more coffee real quick.
I'm like, yeah. Grim Lake.
That's why I heard asked for, yeah. Because there's a lot of that whole area or section where they have different names of different things.
Right.
No, it's on the
Um,
21st, I think.
But yeah, look.
Yeah, it's on the 21st.
Don't worry about it. That's all right. We'll reschedule. So.
Got all out of it. They usually call me.
So.
Don't worry, Carl. I almost had to reschedule this morning for some stuff, but then I figured out it's not this Friday, it's next Friday. So I didn't have to reschedule anything. Now, if I do go silent for a few minutes, I am expecting a phone call, but that call could come anytime between now and next Wednesday. That's all I know. I called to set an appointment. All they said, well, sometime between today and next Wednesday, we'll get a hold of you.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, hold
thanks, you know, that's anywhere from a half hour away to a week away. I hate how they do that.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to, like I said, it's an interesting topic. I mean, there's a lot of could be possibilities and whatnots, and they're having and a lot of self opinion too as well.
And I'm trying to welcome everybody's opinion with no judgment, just to see if anybody's had any kind of crazy stuff happen to them. Because I've heard a million stories, but I've never had anybody really come up on panel and give their story, so to speak. That's fine, Randy. Take your time. We know they got stuff going on there.
Also, the mirrors of the bus don't get it. You doing it? Yeah. Are you gonna... That's good. That's good. I'm actually on. I'll tell you in a sec. But yeah, like I said, Paul, that's a lot of opinions. And nobody's going to have the same opinion when it comes to
the topic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're just going to have
That's why I'm doing it, because I wanted to get what everybody's opinion of it, because I know there's different.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Hey, different ways you can look at it.
Yeah. Hey, Paul,
Mm-hmm.
I might lose you. I'm going to try to swap over to Wi-Fi.
All right. Well, if you lose me, it's pinned in there, so you can always come back up. So.
Okay. Come on.
Anybody else is welcome to come up and talk if they want to. Not just about this, but anything else they might want to talk about. I just figured I'd have a topic for today and see how it goes. I don't know if you would call it the pleasure or anything, but I've really never had so-called pleasure or non-pleasure to have any type of encounter one way or the other. So. But just because I have a topic doesn't mean that's all we have to talk about. We can always talk about other things if you like. I just like to start out with something. And I'm trying to get different and interesting topics to talk about. One day I'm going to try to do one day I'm going to try to do the other. Yeah, anytime, Vondi. I appreciate you coming here, and I did get you back. I did go to your channel, leave a comment, watch your stuff. It is interesting. I do like watching gaming once in a while. Actually, I do like watching a lot of gaming, especially when I don't have the system or the game, so I can always go back, watch it if I get stuck, find out what I did wrong so it'll get me through it. So I appreciate it, Vondi. Later on, I might get a PlayStation 4. I might just get the same games you're playing. If I get stuck, which I usually do, it's always nice to watch a stream and find out what happened. Or at least where you get stuck. Okay, I will be with you 1 second. And Carl should be coming back.
Ooh, bad today. All right. I'm trying to stay on to you, but my connection is bad right now.
That's understandable. Thank you, Bundy.
Got one coming behind you.
And if anybody's got an interesting topic or something they'd like me to talk about, all the comments are always welcome and appreciated. I know not everybody can do a topic on everything they want, and I'll be more than happy to bring something up. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't.
Hey, Von D. But yeah, I think yeah. It's interesting to hear a lot of people's opinions on it. Yeah, I don't know.
And like I always say, if you're not familiar with anybody in here, don't be afraid to go check out what they do too. Von D, I've seen for a while. I just started watching him and leaving comments though. But I have watched him for a while, so he's good to go. He was actually playing, if I remember correctly, you were playing Injustice 2 last night. I just happened to be up because I got up in the middle of the night, couldn't sleep. I wanted to see who's on. And there are a few people I know that go on real late at night, and that's much appreciated. When there's nothing on TV, everybody's asleep, and you want to do something.
This is me. This is me. That's him. I'm on a panel. I'm live right now on YouTube. So, we have how many people are in here?
We have 6 in here right now.
Oh, okay, 6. There's 6 people watching us right now. I'm at the hospital now. I'm outside waiting to go in. And I got a while yet because I'm not 2:00. But the security crossing guard, you do security too as well. But the crossing guard, here, I've got to know him because I come here a lot. I come here a lot, so I got to know him. I was telling him what I was doing. He asked me what I was doing. I said, I'm gonna live on YouTube. He's like, you want like FaceTime? I'm like, no. I'm on live on YouTube, and there's 6 people. They're not. A lot of them are lurkers. They don't chat. They just come to watch, and that's it.
Well, I just figured a lot of people I know and watch are into the whole paranormal field. So I just trying something different, see what happens. I know there are other people that may talk about this, but I'm trying to reach out and do other things.
Go ahead. I'm not going. I got what up.
Now, I don't know. Okay, Carl, I don't know how it is for you over when you make your appointment, so to speak, but we have a check-in time of 15 minutes before the appointment.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go.
And then you gotta wait 15 minutes, at least 15 minutes, to see the doctor. And there's always those people that come in at the last second.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, well, this person didn't show up. I'm gonna be the next one in, right? No, they walk in the 30 seconds before they call them.
They're pretty much like, but yeah, I got till 2:00. I don't have to be my appointment's at 2. Whoa, slow it down. But yeah, I'm gonna go in pretty soon because I got to go in early because I got another appointment right after my eye appointment. So I'm gonna go in early, get it done. It's like, you're like, stop. Hey, yeah. But yeah, see, I don't have my here. Let's see.
So do you all have a podcast? It's not a podcast.
No, it's not a podcast. This is on YouTube. I have 6 people in this chat right now that are looking at us up here on the panel and listening to us.
Okay, so what do you all talk about?
Anything and everything. We go from books, games, movies, TV shows to paranormal to UFOs to across all kinds of stuff.
Whatever you want to talk about.
Pretty much whatever you want to talk about, we talk about on there. Except for the 2 things I told you. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics because that causes a lot of problems. But other than that,
Listen to politics, no.
no. Hey, that's our number 1 rule, right?
Not only that, it causes a lot of arguments and trouble in the chat room.
Rule. You don't talk about. Now, there's people that have politics channels and they have religious channels. That's all they talk. But that's the thing, though. They're on a channel that they have it to where it's set where nobody gets, butt hurt. They don't get butt hurt.
Yeah, that's their spiel, and we leave it at that. But anytime you talk about religion or politics, it's just you're opening yourself up for major trouble, major disagreements, major this is better than this and this, that, whatever. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to see.
Now we're trying to avoid all that stuff, so. Thank you for the 4 still being here. But I plan on going for another little while, so if somebody else has something they want to talk about, that's fine. And Randy, I understand from what you said in the chat what's going on, so take your time, no hurry. Okay, we lost Carl temporarily, but that's fine. We're still going to go for a while. Well, he was here. Pops in and out more than hide and go seek. And all new people are always welcome in.
Pretty much mine.
Because they don't cause drama.
Yeah, mine normally goes. I can't go down steps earlier. Mine, it can get very raunchy and dirty. Pretty much all. Well, I can make a lot of people's lives go pretty much raunchy and dirty and guttery.
If you get censor you or something, what they call a censor?
The only thing they'll censor you for is doing copyright stuff.
Yeah, copyrighted stuff.
If you copyright, music or you show videos or anything like that, they'll get you copyright. Hi, I'm putting my earbuds in. But yeah. No, I mean,
Welcome in, MCAT.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I hope you're doing well in Nevada.
Pretty good.
I can get
Nice sunshiny day over there.
Yeah, it is. It is nice. Cold, but nice and blue skies, good weather. I like it.
Is that expensive? About $600 when I bought it. I want the new one. I want to get the new one.
Just as long as you don't stop at the casino for a couple days on your trip back home, huh? Or back to California.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Yeah, with Carl going in and out, I thought we were playing hide and seek with him for a while.
Come on, Carl.
So you heading back home at MCAT, or you got another trip back to California or something, or?
Heading back home.
Now, when you get back home, you got to pick up another supply, or they send you somewhere else.
I usually pick up another one, but I'm going to take a little time off when I get home.
There you go. I'm glad you got some time off. You got time with the family and stuff. That always helps.
Yeah.
That's one thing I miss about camping. You camp under the stars at night. You look up and you can pretty much sleep out all night outside if you want.
Yeah, I love camping. Sleeping in
All
a
right,
truck.
take care, Randy.
I'll catch you
That's
next
what I
time.
like about it.
See you later. Bye, buddy. Don't work too hard.
Well, I hope the roads are good for you, MCAT.
Me too. Beatty's a pretty good road to drive. Most of it's good.
Yeah, we had a heat wave yesterday. We got up to like 44 degrees.
Woo, heat wave.
36 right now.
Yeah, it's 36 right now. It's supposed to get cold again starting Friday night, but I'm gonna enjoy the weather while it's warm. All that means is it's gonna melt a little bit over here and then refreeze. And then they're talking snow and then rain again Friday night and then getting really cold again.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm trying to get the tax return right. It's something ain't working.
Hold on, we got a questionable thing here.
Hey, Paul. Okay,
Yeah,
you got rock one. Oh, I got a long walk ahead of me.
Okay, that's better. We had two slings up
What's
there
that?
for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl.
No, I'm cool, dude. What's up?
Just driving. Man.
What's that? Where you head to? Second floor, left hand. Go down left hand side.
You know that place like the back of your head, don't you, Carl?
I think
It's been a year since.
yeah, I got to come this way anyways. But yeah, it's right here on the left. You're welcome. Oh.
So, Carl, do you know all the doctors and nurses yet?
Where at? I got
Where
pretty much
you're at
knocked out
now?
every freaking floor. Well, yeah, and the locations that I go to, yes, I did. I know pretty much. They know me real well.
I thought you memorized them already.
I don't know their names.
We know
but they
you
know
have
me
your
very well. I
personal
know about those
favorite.
two. Huh?
We know you have your personal favorites.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I do have my favorite nurses in some areas.
I meant doctors too.
Yeah.
You know, they could be male nurses.
Which imaging are you looking for? Oh, you want to go to you're going to dining? Yeah.
He's got
I'm going that
directions for
way.
everybody walks in the door.
Just go this way, then take the elevator up this way, and
You're welcome. Just when you go around, get to the thing on the hallway, turn left, and go all the way down and be on your left-hand side of that hallway. You're welcome.
It's like a progressive. It's like a progressive commercial with Carl. He knows exactly which way to go.
Yeah, well, I've spent too much time here. No. As much as I come here and as many hours as I spend here, heck, I should be getting paid to be here.
It's your home away from home.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Well, it didn't help that, you know, my mom was in the hospital a lot too, so I spent a lot more time down here then too.
I thought that was
So-
your temporary vacation spot for a while, Carl.
Yeah, that's pretty much from home. I spend a lot of time here. How you
So
doing, Cat?
after today, when's your next visit to the hospital again, or clinic, or
tomorrow.
medical facility, or pharmacy, or?
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
how's it going, boss? Good, good. Yeah, I talk to everybody. As you can tell, it makes Ashley mad. I just talk to everybody. Don't know you, but I'll talk to you.
Well, we're not trying to ignore you, MCAT. So anything you got to say, go for it.
Oh my God.
No worries.
Oh, people that are more, you know, the people that'll sit down next to you and just start talking to you, even though you don't know them.
Pretty much.
Oh, you know the shit out of me, Carl.
Or even the cashier at the register to whoever. Pretty much. I talk to anybody.
Smack you.
He's the one in the fruit section where you got to peel the fruit the right way and decide whether you want it or not.
No, I don't want it.
Chris, that dude. You are so messed up.
Well, I've seen the commercial. It was a joke.
Oh, I had a joke. I was like, I had a joke. I was like, oh, I can't tell it now.
Put it this way: if the pit's coming out of the peach, it's not worth eating. It's too old.
Well, okay. Now, I heard a good one this morning. I was like, I can't remember it. I was like, I gotta tell it.
You need to quit getting
That
jokes
smells
from
good.
your phone.
Oh man, that smells good. That's making me hungry again.
Right.
I guess.
MCAT, you know he spends a lot of time there when hospital food makes him hungry.
Oh no, I'm passing the cafeteria.
Oh, we know
Oh,
how
they got-
hospital food is.
Mm-hmm.
See if they can
Yeah,
grill, get you a burger.
Well, I gotta pass. I'm going to the eye doctor. So
I got to
they,
do that in a couple weeks.
What, eye doctor?
Yep.
Yeah.
She goes Monday, so I'm going with her on Monday.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on what's going to happen because I know they're going to have to change mine again.
Well, 2 years ago was the first time I wore bifocals, so it took me a little while to get
I'm not
used to
gonna
them.
bifocal trifocals. Do you mind, really?
It's been longer than that, I'll tell you, 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. Probably 3-4 years now. Just took a little while to get used to it.
All right, hold on.
My
I'll
dad
tell you
was
this.
on trifocals, and he hated those darn things.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Do I have to? What am I supposed to hold on to?
Hold on to the daytime because it's not nighttime yet.
Okay.
Thanks for the 3 still being here.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if I have you on my new channel, MCAT. So if you get a chance, if you just want to put a comment afterwards or something in the chat, I'll make sure I got you on my new channel because this is where I'm doing everything now. Slowly getting rid of my old channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop in here soon. I'll drop a link.
Well, that's cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. I just want to make sure I don't forget nobody. Okay. Here. Did you have any plans upcoming for your YouTube channel there, MCAT, or you're not sure yet?
I'm still working on some things. I've got all the ideas I've got together for the deep dive on the stone tape theory. Starting to put a script together for that and figuring out what I want for the visuals.
Okay.
But I've got all the research is done on that.
We definitely look forward to that.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's one that there isn't a lot of people that know, or I should say there isn't enough people that know about that. Because some of the people behind it are scientists, and some of the people behind it are just straight hucksters. So it has an interesting background.
Just responding to a quick message I just got. Yeah, I put married on my profile, but I didn't look and see if there's a date. So everybody thought it was yesterday, and it was actually a while ago. So I need to go back and change that. I was in a hurry to make my new Facebook. So that's why it looks like it was yesterday, and it was actually a while ago. Hey, Sonny, thanks for coming in. So I need to change that. But most people that know me know it was a while ago. But I will switch that up here in a little bit. So now we got to respond to everybody, telling everybody it wasn't yesterday. It was a while ago. I just haven't taken the time to fix that because that's the only thing I forgot. I had a lot of stuff to do this morning, and I figured that was a minute detail, but that will be fixed soon. Thanks for coming in, Sonny. Oops. Actually, I'm changing it as we speak. Okay, it's all up to date now. Save.
All right.
I'm hoping that saved it right. We'll see in a second. Okay, hopefully that'll do it. How's it going, Sonny? Didn't mean to ignore you. How's everything doing down near the Rochester area? Well, I was watching the weather report, and they said as far south as like Kansas, it's supposed to be like 61 today. So it looks like it's nice just about everywhere. Thank you, Sonny. Appreciate it. And yes, now I look through your Facebook and found out what you look like. So now we can say there's facial recognition. Because we can only see everything from the neck down. So I had to check her Facebook to see what she really looks like.
Get that software running.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's up,
I'm
Kyle?
gonna hop off here because I'm not happy right now.
All right, do what you need to do, but I'll be going for a little while. So if you can come back up, go ahead. If not, just get a hold of me later. Let me know what's going on.
I'm mad at I'm just mad. They want to charge me $50 for something that I'm not supposed to pay.
Take care,
No.
Randy. Stay safe.
All right, you too. Hey, Cat, you be careful, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing that through my insurance. 1 minute they say that I have to pay for it. The next minute they say I don't. So until they get straightened out,
That's what
I
I
do
was.
the same thing, Carl.
Well, I told the girl at the counter, I said, look here, they already tried to send me a $12,000 bill and they got in trouble for it.
Well, I'm glad you believe in both, Sonny. Do you have any stories about anything? You're welcome to share. All right, take care, Carl.
See you, Carl. Yeah, I operate on self-pay, so I don't have any insurance. So I just pay for everything as it comes up.
Well, I'm just hoping it ain't an arm and a leg to pay for it all.
Yeah, most of the time it isn't. Sometimes it gets up there, and there are times you can negotiate with them and have them bring it down a little bit. I had to have an ultrasound of my kidneys a couple of years ago, and they were like, well, that's going to be, I think they said that was going to be $1,500. I said, well, you do better than that. Come on. And they said, oh, well, we can knock it down to $1,000. All right, that's good enough.
Well, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have insurance that, they can do that bit because they're not locked into something where they have to pay out.
Yeah, I guess it's harder to negotiate with insurance.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everything turned out okay. Like you said, you had to have an ultrasound on your kidneys. Hopefully it wasn't nothing major.
No, everything came out fine.
Well, we hope you don't have to do anything like that for a while now.
Yeah, hopefully. This. Oh. Audio default.
Yeah, I saw that, Sonny. Actually, when we were a few years ago, now Erica would have to confirm this, but a couple years ago, when her sister lived outside of the town, we actually had 3 chipmunks that were living under the deck out of her back porch, front porch, whatever you want to call it. And they reminded me almost exactly like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. And we saw them every morning. They never got close enough for us to touch them, but they got close enough to let us know they were there. And it was always all 3 of them on at the same time. One was really small and skinny. The other one was medium sized and way overweight. And then you had the one in between. So I named them Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Well, we saw them every morning. It's like they waited for us to go outside, and then they come out from under the deck, and they just sit there and just start watching us. We watch them. They started eating for a while. It's like, okay, well, we're here, so we can go out and do whatever we're going to do.
Yeah.
Pretty much their way of saying hi, and then they took off. How many years ago was your sister that lived out there that had the barn in the back?
It'd be about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, about 2-3 years ago. Because they had this huge...
Longer than that. Tyler graduated almost 10 years ago.
Okay. Because they had an old barn they should have took down a long time ago, and they had this huge owl that always went there at night, or went there during the day, slept, and you saw him flying around at night.
Oh, wow.
They almost ran into it one time they came home. They just
I remember
flew right in front of their vehicle, right as they were coming up the driveway. So they almost ran into it once. So
Oh, wow.
what the hell is that? And I went out and I've seen it a couple of times. And
They didn't run into it. It flew over the car.
We were out camping with the kids, and me and the missus are out by the fire, just hanging out, and we keep hearing this noise in one of the trees. We're like, "What the hell is all that?" And then it takes off, and it was this giant owl that just flew out of there.
yeah, you don't realize how big they are until they spread their wings and come up right near you.
Yeah, that's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, and every once in a while we'd go in and out of the driveway. You see them sitting on a pole or fence post or whatever. They don't seem that big, but at night when they're flying around, it's like, hey, wait a second. I realized it was from one end of the wingtip to the other end. This actually looks a lot bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and when it was real small, I had a paper out. You know, you get that 5-6 a.m. paper route type deal. There used to be this huge utility pole. Right on top of it every winter, you'd see the same snow owl sitting there every morning.
Oh, wow.
And the moon would reflect on it just enough where it looked like there was like a spotlight on it. So you could always tell it was there every morning. Never moved when I was there. I just saw it there. It left me alone. I left it alone.
That's probably good.
But because of how white it was and because of the way the moon reflected off the snow and stuff, it glowed like a spotlight like every morning. But I just thought it was pretty cool. You know, you get to see nature that early in the morning.
Oh man.
Starting to get to that point, you're feeling a little tired. I am, Cat.
Yeah, just taking a break, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not any super time schedule, are you? Or
I just got to be there Friday morning.
I think you'll make that easy.
Yeah. I can make it work.
Do you have to worry about going any around or over any mountains on the way back, or no?
No, not really. You're going over in Wyoming. You're in the Rockies a lot. You go over the Great Divide, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's why I said I hope and pray you don't get no snowstorms in Wyoming on the way back.
It didn't look like it. It looked like it's going to be clear the whole way. So
Good.
that's good.
And you haven't had any issues with the truck at all, have you? Hopefully.
Nope.
Because, you know, they can come out of nowhere, so I was just hoping and praying nothing happened.
Yeah, so far the truck's been good.
Yeah, I understand that, Sonny. Now, I'm sure you've heard about other people have had breakdowns when they're trucking around, so to speak.
Yeah. Yep, see them on the side of the road. Truck's all dead. Oh.
That's the other question I have. How often do they check out the trucks, or they check them before they go out, after they go out? Is there certain, like once a week, once a month, they check them out to make sure everything's okay? Or
Well, you're supposed to do a pre-trip before you start, but not everybody does. So usually what you'll do is every other fuel up, you'll open up the hood and check and make sure everything's good.
okay. I just wondered if they ever like take a day or two and check the whole truck to make sure everything's working good.
No, usually they'll keep going unless something breaks. Or they'll take a week off and they'll take it to their shop guy and say, "Hey, look, get an oil change or look it over or do what you got to do."
And I'm sure you can tell the way the truck is acting if there's something wrong or something's about to go wrong.
Yeah, it's like driving a car. You're used to how it sounds and how it reacts, and if something is different or it changes, then you know something's up. Oh,
Have you ever had to stop in like mid-trip and get it checked out at all, or no?
only once. Only once the air dryer went bad, and so I had to pull over and call a guy, and he came out and bypassed it until I could get somewhere to get it fixed.
Well, hopefully that didn't delay you too much.
No, not too bad. Not too bad. It was just a pain trying to get a new one put on because the place that I would go, that the company would tell me to get to, and they'd be like, "Go here," and I'm like, "Okay." So I talked to the guy. "Hey, I need a new air dryer." I said, "Don't mess around with it. You don't got to check it out. You just take the old air dryer off, go down to Freightliner, get a new one." And so the truck could be in the shop for 2 hours while they're fucking around with it, and it's, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" "Oh, your air dryer is bypassed." "Yeah, I know. Thanks for confirming that for me."
Have you ever heard or had a problem with someone you work around or another trucking company where you had to get something fixed and they just didn't have the part on hand and you had to wait a while for it?
No, fortunately, I haven't had that issue. There's like Peterbilt's or Kenworth's can have that problem where the parts are a little harder to find. Freightliner parts are pretty much everywhere.
Okay, good. So it sounds like
So
you
what do
only
you-
have to
what do
get the
you,
truck serviced every once in a while, or unless something really goes wrong.
Yeah. So what do you think about this whole alien thing?
I'm kind of up in the air. I mean, I've heard a ton of people, a ton of stories. I've even met people that even swear on their life they've been abducted more than once. But I'm still up in the air about it because really I have not run into or really seen anything. Well, I'm not saying they're lying to me. I'm just saying I've never gone through it. And the one chance I had to be around that person where they said, oh, yeah, it happened every day for a week. The one time I go with them, nothing happens, that type of deal.
Ain't that the way?
But I suppose that's life. I suppose it'll just come out of the blue and you won't be expecting if something does happen. Or
Yeah.
you're not looking up when there's something actually there. It's kind of like the X-Files. I guess I want to believe, but I've really had no encounters at all.
Yeah. Well, the problem I have is I got to see the evidence, and I haven't seen anything that's convinced me that anything is really going on, other than I think the powers that be trying to manipulate the public into believing one thing or another.
Now, I will say I used to believe it for a long time. This was my belief. If there really is intelligent life out there, why are they dealing with the dumb people on Earth? They're able to go anywhere and anywhere they want. Why would they look at us dummies that can't do it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Oh,
That was my belief for years, but then there's the opposite side of things where maybe we're getting some type of technology or whatever from them, and you never know. So
That's my
I would have to see it. I would have to, I was asking myself, what would make me change my mind? And I'd have to meet an alien. That would do it. That'd be the only thing I could experience that would change my mind. Because the problem with movies and pictures are with the technology is so good nowadays to fake all that stuff. It's hard to discern something that might be real from something that's obviously faked.
and unless you yourself have really had a personal encounter, or unless the person you know that had the encounter you really, really trust, it's hard to know one way or the other. And that's kind of where I'm stuck.
I got a problem with the fact if they have such way better technology than us, why the fuck are they studying us?
Yeah, who knows?
I guess you could say I'm not less of a skeptic and more of on the fence type person. I want to go one way or the other, but until you kind of have that one encounter, so to speak, it's hard to know.
Yep. Like in the 90s, I totally believed it. I bought all of it. I was telling my friends, oh, I got a letter from Jim Lear, and he's saying, there's aliens and underground bases, and they're using us for food and all this. And I just finally came to the conclusion where I'd been scammed enough times, like, okay, I don't think so anymore.
Well, I will say I do believe in these underground bases, but what they're for, I have no idea.
Yeah, who knows?
For a long time, I thought the underground bases were they're getting prepared for a war that hasn't happened yet, and everybody wants to dive into a mountain or underground where they'd be safe. But that's questionable now too, because nothing's happened for so long.
Yeah.
But then you can say the same thing about the virus. I mean, 100 years ago, we had another virus we had to deal with. So you never know when something's going to happen. Hey, Amanda. And in my opinion, the only way they'll stop talking about the virus is if there is a war, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, and you can disagree with me if you like, but they start talking about a war coming up, I guarantee they're going to quit talking about the virus.
They've already been sending troops over there. So
And I don't know what anybody thinks of this whole Ukraine-Russia thing, but it's happened before and nothing came out of it. I don't know. Well, a lot of people may know a lot more than I do, but really not much has really happened the last couple times this has happened with Crimea and all that other stuff. So I guess, like you said, you have to see it to believe it. And until they really announce it, whether it's true or not, we'll never really know.
What do you think about Bigfoot and cryptids?
Bigfoot, I'm very skeptical about. Same thing. I've heard stories. I've seen pictures. But like you said, there's so many ways to fake stuff nowadays. And there's so many people have said they've gotten proof and they're in monkey suits and all this other
and
stuff.
every single one of those pictures is super blurry.
Yeah. About 90% of it's all super blurry or it's not a close up. Now, I believe there could be some type of cryptid out there, but I don't quite know if it would be Bigfoot. I just don't think knocking on wood you can get their attention. Because if you knocked on wood to get a Bigfoot's attention, you'd have a mess of them around. You'd have evidence everywhere. Now, I believe there are creatures out there we haven't discovered that could be called cryptids.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that there are. There's enough acreage that something that could be out there that could hide. Sure, I could buy that.
And there are definitely a lot of places where we have not gone. Man has not gone. There's places that are protected. There's always new species they discover every day. So who knows what's really out there?
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you, Sonny, for coming back. So I believe there's definitely stuff out there we have not
Hey,
seen
Sonny.
or discovered. But what it is, no clue.
Yeah. Yep. I think the Bigfoot is I could go with probable. And I don't know, maybe there'll be some good enough evidence that'll support that, but right now, probable.
Well, I've heard everything from Bigfoot in the north to Grassman in the south to the Yeti way out in Tibet. I've heard a ton of different stories, but like you said, it's hard to really know unless you have the encounter yourself.
Yeah.
And then you talk about the big cats in the southeast and the Carolinas, so-called dinosaurs in Africa. I mean, there's a million of these so-called cryptids out there. And with all the places they could hide and places we've never been, I definitely believe there's definitely something out there. It's just what it is, we don't know. Because anytime something weird comes around that we don't understand, guess who's right there covering the whole thing up? The military.
Yeah. They do have their fingers in a lot of pies.
Yeah. And I believe it's not only just the American government. I think this is governments all over the world that are doing the same for the whole cover-up thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd love to get a picture or get a video of something that I thought could be real. But yeah, like I said, unless you really trust somebody or really had the encounter yourself, it's really hard to know. And there is a bunch of places I've heard about stuff where supposedly stuff is happening all the time. Well, I'd just like to see a little bit more so-called proof, so to speak. I just want to know for a fact it's not a monkey suit, so to speak. But then you get these crazy people out there that want to go and shoot everything they see, including humans, hunting
Yeah.
accidents do happen. Stuff gets covered up. You don't really know what's out there. I mean, look at all the islands that are even undiscovered. Who knows what's all out there?
Yeah, that's true.
Because I've looked it up recently, and I've actually looked this up a few times. There's this one island called Snake Island. It's against the government to actually go to this island because there's so many poisonous snakes that take up the whole island, where it's actually against the federal mandate and rules to actually go there. You can get fined, prison time, and everything else if you survive. But if there is something besides snakes and they can, survive the venom, who knows what's there?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'd worry less about the virus than I would trying to go to some of these places and actually getting some type of shot, pill, whatever, to make you immune to all these venomous creatures out there. To really know what's really in these places like the Amazon or these islands or whatever's out there.
Ooh, yeah. I don't want to go to the Amazon. Everything there will kill you.
That's why I'm saying if you could take a shot or a pill and it was guaranteed you would not get poisoned, sick, or die, and you could just go through there as much as possible, you never know what you could find.
Probably come across a hive of super murder hornets.
Well, that could be true too. Remember how they were talking about the killer bees years ago?
Yeah, I remember. I remember the killer bees. They talked about it in the movies and all that stuff.
Well, they never came. From what I saw, they didn't get that far north because the cold weather killed them off. But I hear they're still out there. So,
yeah, the guy that I think the guy that bred them, he's breeding these honeybees that don't have stingers.
really?
Yeah.
'Cause I heard about the killer bees, the murder hornets, and all those other things that are out there. You don't know what's being brought from what area over here, and it could be accidental. Something could get in with the cargo. You don't know if it's accidental on purpose. You don't know what the next thing's going to be over here.
Yeah, murder hornets just give me the heebie-jeebies. You got this hornet as big as your thumb with a half-inch stinger. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't want to be. That would be.
All it wants to do is kill you.
That would be scary to go. That's why I'd kind of be scared to go down south, because the farther you go down south, it seems like there's a more animals, insects, spiders, snakes, and all that stuff you got to worry about.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's really preventing me from going down south, because I always hear about certain things: trapdoor spiders, snakes, you name it.
The Huntsman spiders, they get pretty big. You go down to Louisiana and they got mosquitoes that are gigantic.
I've heard about the bugs in Missouri.
You kill one of them and they go, careful, that's the state bird of Louisiana.
Because the only time I've ever got close was down in Fort Leonard Wood, and they had a black poisonous snake in a tree, and you had these idiot recruits that just came in poking it with a stick.
Well, of course they are. They're going to mess with it.
And I'm sitting there 100, 200 yards away from it, watching these idiots poke it, and it's one of the few snakes where I've actually seen or actually done some research on. It's like, you freaking morons.
Well, I mean, yeah, they did. The Army guys
Thank
always
you for
do that
coming
kind of
in,
stuff.
Game Genix.
I mean, you got guys in Iraq that had a contest to eat a whole scorpion. Because they're bored and got nothing better to do.
No, I've never seen anything Game Genie, but I wanted the stories anybody that had. Yeah, that's what they said. It was actually in a small tree. It was either a black mamba or one of them. And it was just sitting there in the tree about chest level. There's idiots sitting there poking with a stick. It's like,
They're messing with them. Of course they're messing with them.
I'm just waiting for that thing to reach out and grab somebody. No, I've never been to Area 51, Gen X. I've heard of people going in or around that area. Well, if you have a story, don't be afraid to say it in here. Or if you want to come up and tell your story, you're more than happy to.
Yeah, I've heard people going in there and getting in all kinds of trouble.
Well, I've never actually seen something. That's part of the reason I'm doing it, because I want to know everybody else's story. I'm kind of on the fence about the whole thing. But I do want to hear other people's stories with no judgment, see what's going on. But I don't know if you ever seen those old movies, Faces of Death, MCAT?
Oh, yeah. I watched those in high school.
Well, actually, I was having pizza and beer the first time I had it. We were at a friend's house just drinking and having pizza. And I thought it was hilarious. Well, I thought it probably wasn't funny, but at the time I thought it was. The people parachuting over the Everglades, and they wonder why they didn't make it all the way across.
That's where the gators are, dummy.
What is in your head to go parachuting over the Everglades? I want to know what got in their idea that made them think they could make it all the way across.
That's funny.
I'm sure there's things in the sky. Like I said, I'm no expert on any military or aircrafts out there. I'm sure there's things in the sky where they could be considered UFOs, but I could never get a clear picture of what it could or what it couldn't have been.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have a telescope
I
to get a picture of it real close, but
I think that it's highly probable that probably, I would say, upwards of 90% of everything that people see in the sky that they claim are UFO are misidentified aircraft.
that's what a lot of people say, that 90 to 90 some percent of it. But there is that
there's that 5% that is unknown that we just don't know what it is.
Exactly.
Or we can't identify it.
Well, I'm glad you've seen something, Gen X. The more I see about it, the less skeptical I become. Hey, Kip, how you doing?
Hey, Kip.
Well, I just wanted everybody's opinion, what they thought. No judgment. You know, there's a million different stories out there. If somebody's got one, you're more than happy to say it or come up on panel and talk about it. We're just kind of filling it up till we see if we get more people in here or what their stories are.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to get back on the road, so I'll drop back down and let somebody else come up and chat.
All right. Well, you take care. Be safe out there, MCAT.
All right. Will do. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you for coming in, Game Gen X. I appreciate it. I hope I'm saying the name right. And anybody's more than welcome to come up and talk about it if they like. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm just trying different topics, different things, see what everybody's interested in. Or you're more than welcome to stay and chat and give your story if you like. There's no judgment one way or the other. Well, thank you, Gen X. I appreciate it. And you're welcome to share it out to as many people if you want. If you know anybody else that's had an experience or an encounter, so to speak, they're more than welcome to come up and talk about it. Yeah, no problem. I hope you don't mind. I made you blue. See how it goes. Yes, and we have been watching, Kip. We have been watching your wrestling. If you're not familiar with anybody, please go check them out. See what you think of them. Be honest. Let them know if the material's for them or not for you or not for you. Just be honest. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Well, I'll go for a little while longer and see what everybody's up to. I know this is different in all areas, no matter where you live, so it's just an open topic to see what everybody has to say about it. And where are you at, Gen X? I'm just curious. I like to talk to people all over the world, so I appreciate you coming in. And after the live, I will be checking out your channel. Actually, I'm going into it right now and checking it out. Hope you don't mind, but I went there. Oh, from India. Okay, thank you for coming in. Yeah, that's fine. You do what you need to do. We appreciate you stopping in, though, Kip. Do what you have to do. We have watched all of it so far. And we will continue to watch. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And all new people are always welcome. I just ask for no drama, just everybody getting along with chat, or if you come up on panel, just respect everyone here. That's all I ask. And I can always do a part 2 or continue this if I need to. Or if other people come in and something comes up, I'm always welcome to talk about this or other topics. If anybody's got a topic they'd like to talk about, let me know. I can do a live on that. Yeah, I don't know what I'll be talking about next, but I'm trying to come up with a different topic every time. So if you have an idea or something you'd want to talk about, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do it. And just to let you know, that's just my avatar. This is me. I am here right now. Thank you, Sonny, for still being here. Yeah, we could do one on that one time if you don't mind us doing one on that. Because I'm sure that a lot of people's different opinions on climate change, sea level rising, etc. Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm glad you came in. It's nice to have, I think it's the first person from India that's come in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the 7. Yeah, I appreciate it, Kip. Thank you, Gen X. I did go to your channel. I did add you. Or left you a banana, so to speak. I just have to leave a comment. but I was there. Actually, I'll go do that now. That way you know I've been there if I leave a comment. Okay, comments now posted. That way you know I've been there, and I will be watching your stuff later. It's nice to see we got 7 in here. That's awesome. But I'm always welcome to new topics, new things. I did one about, because I just started this channel probably a week ago, and I'm converting to this channel from my other channel. My other channel has close to 550 subscribers, and I'm having problems with it. So I'm starting over on this one. I've only had this one for probably a week, maybe a week and a half. So that's why there's so few subscribers here. Because I just started this one. Yeah, it's my second channel, and this is where I'm doing everything on. I get enough people here, I will be letting go of my other channel. Main channel, I can put that in here, but I don't do anything on it anymore. It's everything's on this channel, but I can put that in here if you like. I will go to that one, post it in there. Hold on. Yeah, this is the main channel though. So I'll post this channel link first. And then I'll go back and show the other one, even though I don't do anything on that channel. Your channel. Okay, it looks like I'm doing it backwards. I am going to do my old channel first. And then I'll put this channel in there. But this is the old channel. And it doesn't come up. Okay, well, I'll just do this channel then. I don't know why it's doing that, but
Because you're on here, you're on the new channel.
I know, but I should be a mod on my own channel, which is really weird, but hold on, let me get that just a second. Go into it now. This is my main channel. The other channel, I don't even do anything on there anymore, so. But I'm trying to post that in here too. Just take me a second here. I'm hoping it comes up. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I just have to go back to my other one. But this is the main channel I'm doing everything on, is this one right now. So I'm switching everything over to this one. Yeah, I'm going there. Hold on. Okay, now I gotta put it in there. Hold on. It's not going back and forth the way I want it to. All right, now I should be able to come up. Yeah, just a second. I'll be right there. Oh, stupid thing. It's acting up. I'll get to it. Hold on. That is my old channel. I got it finally. But I'm switching everything over to this channel. But I did post it now. That's my old channel. That's where I'm having the most problems, so I'm switching everything over here. So yeah, that's my old channel, but I don't do anything on that channel anymore. Everything's on this channel. Yeah, this is my main channel, the one I'm on right now. That's the old channel. That's where I have all my content that I will slowly be switching over to this one. Yeah, like I said, I'm just starting on this new channel, but the other one, I had to revamp my channel a lot. I've had a lot of problems on that old channel, so I'm switching over to this one. But I'll go another half hour, see if anybody comes in, and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you. But if you want to find me, this is the channel I'll be on all the time, so. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring up more stuff. So if anybody has an idea of what else I should bring up, you're more than happy to bring it up in the chat room. Oh, we still got 6 in here. Thank you. No, she's not angry. We're just trying to get everything situated. It just took me a while to get everything done because my phone wasn't working there to post it for a little while. So nobody's mad at each other. We got everything taken care of. Oh, nobody's mad at anybody. It just took me forever to get anything done. Phone didn't want to work as fast as I wanted it to. Like I said, I'll go another half hour, see who else comes in. Anybody's welcome to come up on panel as long as you show your face first so I know that's you. Hey, Tina, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Or Tiny Ninja, sorry, my fault. All right, take care, Gen X. Tiny Ninja, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Who's Tiny Ninja?
Well, a new person here. I appreciate them coming in. They do a lot of gaming stuff. Cool. Awesome. Another game channel. Awesome. Appreciate you coming in. Now we're down to 5. All right. Take care, Gen X. What now? Okay, awesome. Just checking on one thing real quick. So far, everything's looking good. Yeah, take care. You have a good one. Oh, I believe it. Arizona is one of the places I hear a lot of reports of. And all your whatever experiences or whatever you have is more than welcome. You can talk about it here if you like. There's no judgment. What you've seen, heard, haven't. I just want to mainly hear everybody's stories and what's happened to them, what they've seen, etc. Personal experiences, no judgment. All right, cool. Thank you, Gen X. You're more than welcome to talk about anything you'd like, especially having to do with the topic, Tiny Ninja 87. Love to hear more stories. Now, the stuff you've seen, has it been going on since you've been in Arizona? Has it been going on a while, or is it just a recent thing? So I'm wondering if it's just always been around the Arizona area, or is it just more of a recent thing lately? There's Arizona, New Mexico, and a few other states. I hear about a lot of stuff going on, but I don't hear from anybody who lives there, so I appreciate it, Ninja. And thank you with the 5 still being here. And if you don't make the live, you're always welcome to comment on anything. Comments are always welcome. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you can. And I'll be honest, I'm on the fence about a lot of this stuff because I'm still new to it. So I want to hear everybody's stories, if they've had an encounter, if they've seen something. I guess I want to believe, but I need to hear more stories from people that actually have had experiences. Because I know there's a lot of stuff out there. I personally haven't had anything happen that I've seen or heard, really. Well, that's cool. See, that's the kind of stuff I want to hear. Especially if you ever done a video or actually caught something on camera. That's the stuff I like to watch. I suppose it's really hard to get it when they go that fast across the sky. Or it just comes out of nowhere. You don't have a camera or recording device available. Yeah, I'd like to see something once just to say I have. Now, have you seen more than one light at the same time, or is it just one light here and there? Thank you, Sonny. I guess I'm at the point where I've heard a lot of stories. I just want to hear from people that have actually had experiences. I love reading about and hearing about the stories because I've never experienced anything before. There's always been an interest. Okay, cool, Sonny. Okay, cool. I wish I could see something like that, Ninja. That'd be awesome just to say I've seen something like that just once. No, they all different colored lights, Ninja, or just the same colors every time you see them? Or can you tell what colors they are? And can you tell any size or shape of anything, or you're probably going by too fast to really figure out how big it or how big or color or shape or size it really is? Like I said, I can always do a part 2, 3, 4, as many parts as I need to on this. Because I'm sure a ton of people have stories. And I'm glad you've seen something, Ninja. It's nice to actually talk to somebody that's actually seen something. Yeah, I figured it'd be too far off in the distance, but at least we know what kind of color it was. Do you see them a lot or just once in a while, Ninja? Yeah, I was just curious, at a certain time of night or a certain type of day or afternoon, or is it all very indifferent? Yeah, I've never seen the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. I've always wanted to. Or should I say the scientific term for the Northern Lights? I've always wanted to see the aurora borealis, northern lights. That'd be really cool to actually have to see something in the northern lights. Because then you'd have the northern lights, plus you'd actually see something in the northern lights, would be double cool. Or I've never seen a shooting star, meteorite, asteroid. That'd be cool to see too. Hoping maybe someday I can. Well, how long have you been in Arizona? May I ask that, Ninja? We've seen it 4 times. I just wonder if it's 4 times in a few months, a few years. Because I do have a friend on YouTube I talked to. He's near the Phoenix area, but I haven't asked him if he's ever seen anything. But that's the only one I talked to that I know of that's in Arizona. Now, I don't know if you're anywhere near Tucson or Phoenix or anything. You don't have to say. But it's nice to know that somebody has actually seen something in Arizona. Oh, 2001. Okay, so about 20 years you've seen something 4 times.
21.
It's just 2001.
Yeah.
So 20 years.
2022.
Okay, 21 years. My fault. Now, are you looking forward to seeing something in the sky again, or could you do without seeing something again? I'm just curious what kind of feeling you get when you see it. Or do you get any type of feelings from it? Because I think the first thing, if I ever seen something, I'd want to know what I felt like if I saw something. Or if I had an eerie feeling, neutral feeling, just surprised feeling, I guess, more than anything. Well, I hope you like it down there in Arizona. I know it's a lot warmer than it is here up in Minnesota. Yeah, true. I just wondered if you felt anything different or the same or surprised, shocked, eerie, scary feeling, if it's just neutral, if it doesn't bother you at all. I was just curious what you thought when you've seen it, since you've seen it more than once,
Excuse me.
or if it's different every time. I think it'd be more cool than anything to see it for the first time. But the 4th time, I'd start thinking, well, how does it make me feel by seeing this? And then I'd be wondering if it'd land in front of me. Yeah, bless you.
Thank you.
Ninja even said bless you. Yeah, I think that's what I'd be most worried about. If I did see something of it landing right in front of me, then I wouldn't be sure how to react to it. But I don't know if you ever thought that, Ninja, at all, or what would you do if something you saw in the sky just all of a sudden landed in front of you? How would you react? I'd say that'd be quite the experience. I think I'll go another 10 minutes, and if anybody wants to leave something in the comments, I can do another part of this, or I can go on to another topic at another time. And I thank you for all the new people showing up. Like I said, I'll give another 10 minutes, see how many other people show up. And I can always add on to this another time or do another topic. Now, Ninja and anybody else here, are you looking forward to Valentine's Day coming up? I know for some people it's a touchy subject. Okay. Yeah, I could do something on that. I've heard somebody gave me an idea about climate change, and now I got one about angels. Okay, I got 2 other topics I could do now. I appreciate it, Amanda. Just trying different things, and I appreciate it. And if you talk about angels, that's a wide spectrum of what people believe angels are, the good, dark, neutral, whatever. That could be a huge live stream if we really get into it. Then you have your archangels and everything else in between. Not all I'm saying is every angel is not a good angel. Oh, there you go. I celebrate the next day, discount candy day. Yeah, that's good. That's the best way to look at it, Ninja. The day after Valentine's Day, get all your candy for like 95% off. Now that you mention it, that's a good idea. I might just stock up on it the day after Valentine's Day. Thank you for reminding me.
Off the shelf.
Yeah, if there's ever anything left, a lot of the stuff is already gone, but the stuff that is left is a huge discount. And then the next major holiday or next holiday, I can see if there's one in between, you can let me know, would be St. Patrick's Day. And the only reason I look at St. Patrick's Day is 1, my grandmother passed on St. Patrick's Day, and 2, that's getting very near spring for us up here in the north. Yeah, take care, MCAT.
He left a while ago.
He did. Somebody just noticed he left. Huh? That's okay. Trying to keep up with chat all I can. I will be back in a second. I'll go another 7 minutes, see what happens. Could just be an off day or a wrong time of day. And anybody is welcome to get a hold of me on Facebook or Instagram if they need to. Yeah, over here it's like the 21st, 22nd, 23rd of March, right in there. But we're with all the cabin fever, we're just at the point where we want it to start. I'm just getting tired of, even though we haven't had much, I'm just tired of the below zero and the cold weather up here. I'm ready for spring. Last couple of days it's been really nice, and now we're going to get cold again. So that just shows it's not quite spring yet. And with the groundhog only being halfway right half the time, you can't really rely on the groundhog. Yeah, he did leave the chat. He went back on the road, so he's going to concentrate mainly on the road now. So that's fine. I'd rather him concentrate on the road than be in the chat and have a problem or an accident or something. We don't wish that upon anyone. I know he's going back to Iowa. He's in Nevada somewhere. Oh, it's really getting windy out there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got my brother's birthday coming up the 23rd. Mine coming up on the 1st. I know Amanda's birthday is on the 23rd. A.L. Skinner.
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about your brother.
Yeah. Wow, it's going to be in the 80s already down there. I wish it was in the 80s up here. 80s is almost too warm for me.
No, we don't want it.
And we're not ready for the 80s in February.
No, because then
Thank you, Sonny.
if it's in the 80s this early, then we would have a super hot summer.
Yeah, that's what we'd be worried about. I'm not too good. If it gets around 80 or a little more than that, I'm not too good in the sun. I burn too easy. So 80s in February would be too much for me right now. I burn too easy. If we ever got that here, it'd be an extremely hot summer. We only get 1 to 3 days of 100-degree weather in probably late July, early August anyway. Well, I just hope you like the warm weather, and I know you appreciate getting warmer down there, because everybody's already tired of the winter already. Yeah, 120 is way too hot for me. I'd have to stay in central air and air conditioning and everything else. Anything over 80, it's like once it hits the mid 80s, I'm staying inside. But it gets up to 119, 120, that's too hot. I'd melt. That's when you only go out dawn and dusk. Otherwise, it's too hot to go outside. Yeah, I know it's cold here, Sonny. We're only about an hour and a half away from each other. Sonny's my neighbor in the same state. We're about an hour and a half away. But I don't think I could deal with 120. That's just too hot for me. I think I'll be shutting this down another minute here. I wish everybody the best. I thank everybody for coming in. And I did get net everybody that came in. I hope they did the same. Just like, share, comment, subscribe is all I ask. We'll keep watching your content too. Yeah, it is funny how they say bananas now. Why can't they say just go to your channel, watch it, leave a nice comment, and just go from there? But now they all call everything bananas as of probably 4 or 5 days ago. But I thank everyone for coming in. I wish everybody a good night. All comments are welcome. If you need to go hold me at Facebook or Instagram, Sonny has me there. And if you need to, I can leave it on your channel on the comments if you want to get a hold of me. But I thank everyone for coming in and have a very good day.